3.
Okay, my number 3 is Dirty Harry.
Oh, I see. Tell me more, Megan.
Well, it's 1971 film, Clint Eastwood.
Who needs no introduction?
We love you. Clint Eastwood plays Inspector Harry Callahan.
With a big old gun. Magnum 47?
Something like
Yeah.
that. We follow Harry as he tries to track down a serial killer going by the name of the Scorpio. I believe that's what he's called. And the killer ends up getting off free for various reasons. And we watch
His
as...
methods.
Yeah. We watch as Callahan decides to take the law basically into his own hands and catch the guy, and we learn why he's called Dirty Harry, because his methods aren't clean.
No. It's a really interesting portrait of showing how flawed the system is.
Yeah.
Because that's not a fresh point. I've seen that in a lot of films. But this one, it doesn't lean either way.
No.
It just shows he does what has to be done, and then it just kind of leaves it up to us.
It's also in a series.
It isn't a series. This is the only Dirty Harry movie I've seen. Have you seen any others?
I have.
Okay, I haven't.
I've seen all.
But I think Clint Eastwood's really good. I love his gun. And the villain, there's not enough praise for villains in movies like this.
No.
His look, his stare, his haircut, everything is made in such a way that you could believe that he could walk down the street, you wouldn't notice him, but also that he's a very troubled individual. And I know for a fact the actor is, he hates guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was bothered by the violence in the movie. I like hearing stuff like that too.
I think if you're gonna have a villain in movies like these, he should look like an everyday person. Like, if you're walking on the street and you saw him, you would be like, oh, there's the serial killer.
Because people like this are not
serial killers
over the top.
Look like serial killers.
Yeah.
Like,
they're tedious.
Yeah.
A lot of them are. They're not like Charlie Manson. Like
Gacy is a normal guy.
See, I still don't know who Gacy is. No matter how many times you say his name, I'm not gonna suddenly know who he is. But I will look him up. Yeah, I like Dirty Harry as well. Yeah. My number 3 pick is another Scorsese film called Goodfellas. I love Goodfellas. I think it's perhaps the most fun you can have seeing what the mob's actually like.
Untouchables and Goodfellas was the Russell.
Okay, it's not a wrestler for me because Goodfellas is by far one of the best films of the 90s and obviously the 3rd best gangster movie ever. Or crime movie ever.
Yeah.
And this is also based on on real life people.
Yep.
Henry Hill is played by Ray Liotta, who's telling his story from within the Witness Protection Program. He's a kind of accounting from even boyhood, where he says, all I ever wanted to be was a gangster.
Yeah.
And he gets his wish, and he's making his way kind of up through the mob hierarchy. And he has his friends played by Robert De Niro, again.
Oh, De Niro.
De Niro. And who's sort of the cool-headed counterpart to Joe Pesci's character.
I love Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci's a great character actor. Like, for mostly supporting roles. I don't think he's
I think
ever...
Goodfellas is one of the most iconic gangster movies of all time.
I think it is the most, pretty much the most iconic gangster movie of all time.
Besides, like,
And,
Godfather.
Yeah. Different kind of thing, somehow, I think, I don't know.
Yeah.
And perhaps, apart from, like, Ray Liotta, who's somehow kind of outside the mob, not being fully Italian, the character that I think is perhaps more embraceable is the wife, played by Lorraine Bracco, because she's really outside of the mob, and she sort of marries into it, and she's slowly becoming that kind of trophy wife.
Yeah.
And I think seeing the film through her eyes is perhaps just as interesting, if not more interesting, as seeing it through Ray Liotta's eyes.
Yeah.
And this movie is so entertaining.
It's so good.
And fast-moving. The dialogue's great, love is improvised, as many Scorsese movies will be. And it's so great.